If you've been listening to this show for more than about 10 seconds, you know I'm an inveterate supporter of the police. And I always add the caveat, as long as they follow the law. And that doesn't, that we don't see the cops violate the law that often. And when they do, there are usually some really tough consequences. But one of the consequences of being a cop is that there are times you put your life and your safety on the line, and then somebody takes your safety away. I really have looked forward to talking to Jim Mullen about applesauce, and Jim Mullen joins me now. 25 years ago. Sorry about that, Mr. Mullen. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say thank you, Lars, for the opportunity. I appreciate it.
Well, I'm glad to do it because 25 years ago, you were paralyzed because you were shot in the line of duty. That's the worst thing that we could, short of somebody taking your life. It's one of the worst things we could imagine happening to any police officer. Can you tell us what happened before we go on to seeing how you made something very good about a very desperate situation?
Yeah, certainly. So I was a tactical officer working for the Chicago Police, and I responded to a shots fired call where the offender was shooting at the passing L train here in Chicago, which is like everybody else's subway. So he was shooting out his back window into the cars as they were going by. And unfortunately, during that call, sometimes things don't go the way we always want them to. And as we were pulling back to reassess the situation, the offender opened the door, fired 2 shots, and one struck me in the right cheek, and I was a instant ventilator-dependent quadriplegic.
I got to tell you something, Officer Mullen. You're very nonchalant about something that I think most people, it makes just hearing about it makes a lot of us say, I'd curl up in a ball and you'd never get me out. But that's not what you did after you were paralyzed, is it?
No. I've been blessed. I've been blessed by the city of Chicago, the police department, the citizens. I have, obviously, with my medical situation, I have 24-hour nursing, and I have just great people that are around me all the time. So I've been very blessed. But about 14 years ago, I started my own food company. I like a lot of families out there, my mother was, just a tremendous cook. So my mom, Audrey, made her own homemade products. So when I went into the refrigerator, to get anything, it wasn't necessarily a name brand. It was in an older, used Miracle Whip jar, and that's where my applesauce was, and it was the planet's greatest applesauce.
I'm talking to Jim Mullen. He's a former cop, shot in the line of duty and paralyzed and dependent, but as he says, he's got good support around him. But you decided to go into the food business. Why'd you choose Mom's Applesauce as the first target for your food business?
Well, I thought about it a little bit, and there's quite a few people out there trying to get out there with their products, and, it's just one of the products that my mom made, and ideally, I didn't realize it at the time, but ideally, there was just a really good niche market for me, and it wasn't subject to, cold or heat or, it really held very well, and, I've got like an 18-month shelf life, so it's like, it seemed to be the perfect product at the time. And, the only reason I got into this originally was, I wanted to be a positive member of society. But in all honesty, I just was teasing my mom because, we sit around the table and we say, hey, Mom, this is delicious. We should bottle it. Well, being kind of a joker, that's exactly what I did. So I went ahead and bottled it. And my only goal after doing so was to get it into the little local store, Happy Foods, that we shop at, my mom shopped at, so she could see it on the shelf. And boy, that sure has changed because now I've got this really amazing opportunity to work with Walmart, and it's like winning the lottery and a dream come true.
And yet it's something that you went at as somebody who's had a lot of, your abilities taken away from you by being paralyzed. And as I said, a lot of people would say, I'll take the disability check. I'm being well cared for. I can just sit back because I've given enough. You decided, I'm going to start my own company. You've got mullenfoods.com. You not only got it on the shelf for Mom at Happy Foods, but tell me more about the new deal you've cut with Walmart now.
Well, I just happened to be filling out some paperwork, and I saw the open call from Walmart, and I thought, boy, you know what? I'm just going to fill out the paperwork and give it a shot. And lo and behold, they called me for an interview, and they liked the product, and the buyer loves the product. And I did a video for them, and I was one of out of 6,000 or 10,000 people that applied. I just happened to be very lucky and have a great product thanks to Mom, and they like me, and they're going to give me an opportunity here throughout the Midwest, I hope, very soon.
And I got to tell you, Mr. Mullen, I know there are people out there that don't like Walmart. I got no problem with them. I mean, my wife and I shop at Walmart. We were just there about a week ago. We also shop at other places, but there are people who hate Walmart with a passion. But they're also notoriously tough with their suppliers. Did you run into some of that?
You know what? I haven't necessarily run into that. They're very upfront with you. All they're looking for is a great value and a quality product at a great price. They want to give their customers a value, a good value. And fortunately, I'm going to be able to fit. I'm hoping to fit into that niche with them, and I'm pretty jazzed and excited about it.
Well, you should be, because Officer Mullen, the reason I don't have a problem with them being tough is, in a way, they're advocating for me. If I'm a customer and I'm going to buy stuff, and I say the people who run this place try to get the best product on the shelf and they get it at the lowest possible price, both to benefit them and to benefit me, I mean, what could possibly be wrong with that?
Right, and you know what? They do offer a great value to people. I could agree with you. I've heard that they are. They're very hard to negotiate with originally, but I haven't had that experience. The buyer's been great to me. They've been really upfront with me. It's really been a great experience, and they're really looking for more diverse suppliers so that they can help more people that are disabled, or maybe minority companies, or they're really focused on doing this, and that's their mission. And like I said, I'm excited just to be a part of it.
I'm talking to Police Officer Jim Mullen. Mr. Mullen, to be honest with you, the other reason I wanted to talk to you is because I wanted you, there's so many people who say, well, I'm disabled, I can't do anything. And I thought, I love the stories where people like you say, no, that kind of disability, quadriplegic, dependent on a ventilator, not going to get in my way. I'm going to start a company. You've already had it in your product in 500 locations before you got to Walmart. This shows that anybody can do it if they actually set their mind to it, no matter what the disability.
Well, right, and like I said, God bless Mom. She really makes a great product. I really think I make the best product on the market today. It tastes like apple pie without the crust, and it is the best applesauce product on the market today. I don't know if it's so much with my business acumen, but I'm telling you, the product rocks.
Mr. Officer Mullen, it is a pleasure, and thanks. God bless you, and congratulations on all your success and the fact that you give due credit to Mom for being behind the great products you make. You can find him at mullenfoods.com. You take care and have a wonderful holiday season this fall.